called TikTok's Creepy Teacher Problem. Now, I have been loosely tapped in with, like, the teachers and stuff since they're going back to school. There's, like, a lot of weird stuff going on, or people are talking about weird stuff going on at schools. And I'll just talk about it as it comes up. I'm sure Tommy's going to cover it all in his video.
Teacher you grew up with in the past.
Oh, wait, hold on, what?
Picture a teacher you grew up with in the past.
Okay.
If it's a man, you probably picture some middle-aged guy with a family and a sort of receding hairline whose classroom was perfect for catching up on the sleep you missed. Except if it was a history teacher. They always be the most go-to ones. Those always be the best teachers who give you like one.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, Tommy, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where you grew up at, gang, but my history teachers were not that cool, bro. I'm gonna be honest. All my history teachers were losers. I wouldn't say losers, but they were just like, they were just the type of teachers like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you homework on the weekend. What are you talking about? Like, we got full-on projects to do over Christmas. We doing all this extra stuff. Like, normally, that's like math is supposed to be like the villains, bro. It was always history, bro. Always.
Be chopping up with the class. If it was a woman, you probably picture some middle-aged woman or older woman who hated her job and could barely show she even liked working with kids. This is what I would say. Or older woman who hated her job and could barely.
I'm not gonna lie, gang. I had an English teacher that looked exactly like this. Like, this, like, player build. You know what I'm saying? Like, that player build, I had that.
Show she even liked working with kids. This is
9th grade, I think.
What I would say most of Gen Z and millennials picture when they look back on their stereotypical teachers. But now, what if I told you it's a complete different ballgame? What if I told you future generations of kids will be taught what teachers...
Is he teaching Abraham Lincoln? Why does it look like Abraham Lincoln? Like, nah, like, pre I need to wear a hat Abraham Lincoln, though. Like, before he thought that he needed to wear a hat. Cause I feel like he had a pretty good hairstyle until he had his wig split.
Just like this.
Do a 360? Alright, I got you. Just one time only. You know what I'm saying? One time only. I'll hit a little 360 real quick. You want more? You gotta subscribe to the link in my bio. I feel like these aren't bad for teachers. These aren't bad fits.
By the way, in that first video, the lady's caption for the video is, and you can't make this up, y'all substitute teachers wasn't as cute as me back in the day.
Oh. Yeah, the caption is a little weird, but, like, it's not a bad fit, though.
Yeah, maybe because they weren't trying to look good for me as the minor in the classroom. Yo, principal, this one here. Yeah, so recently there's been a huge controversy brewing between people online and what's acceptable for a teacher to wear or not. And this all starts with the rise of TikTok and teachers doing content on there. Before on TikTok, the most type of content you would see from teachers was YouTube tutorials teaching you something. And yes, kids, we actually had to learn things before ChatGPT. The horrors, I know. Shout out Khan Academy getting me through school and without you, I would still fail. But I would have failed worse if I wasn't sitting there for hours watching his tutorials. For the most part on TikTok, teaching content was wholesome and wasn't really anything to worry about. It was a lot of teachers talking with students, having...
I could read his mind. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. I remember these types of videos. I do remember these.
Funny conversations about things. They're showing off...
Oh my gosh, and then it'd be like, the teachers would be like, things my high schoolers have said to me today, and it would be like the most like stupid brain rot things, like, and it's like, this is all just from today, or like just from this morning. Yeah, I do remember those types of videos. But I mean, like, yeah, now they're making it seem like all the teachers want to do is just show off their ass and shit. Like, I just don't think that that's the case, but
things they do with their class, like having cool handshakes and posting it. Some people may say they shouldn't even be
I'm at a 360 limit per day
videos with their class, but as long as the parents and kids are fine with it, I don't really care. I know if I was younger now, I'd probably find class more fun if my teacher was posting
I thought little bro had a candy cane in his hand. What the hell is that? Is that a pen?
Talks of our funny interactions.
Oh, it's scissors. Wait, what?
And stuff. To me, that's better than just having a teacher who says open.
I mean, at least he gripping them the right way, I think, right? Aren't you supposed to have it pointy end up? Wait, hold on. How are you supposed to hold scissors? How are you supposed to hold scissors? Place your no, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I mean, bro. About to piss me off, bro. Okay, when you're transporting them. When walking. Like, bro, come on, bro. Let's be serious. Okay, yeah, like that. Pointy end up. That's what I thought. Pointy end up. And then, what the fuck? Oh, never mind. I was like, why is... I thought she had her, like, fingers, like, twisted and holding that bit like this. Yeah, like this. Yes, yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, nah, this is pointy end down. Either way, it's fine.
In your textbook and do whatever problems, then when they get a question, they're on the brink of crashing out because they hate their job already and don't care. But all of a sudden, it started changing from that type of content of them just talking to the kids in the class to teachers showing off their outfits.
You get the teacher the actual crush. Probably. Yeah, it probably is. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, in high school, bro, I had like a couple bad teachers. I ain't gonna cap. Like, bro, what? Like, I was hoping I could get taken advantage of. I ain't gonna lie. Shit just never happened. Even if it did happen, I would have never said shit, though. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it probably is. Or, especially a sub. Like, if the subs is coming in like that, though. Like, if the subs are coming in like that, got they ass out, tight ass, like, shirt and clothes and shit, showing all they, like, they curves and all that. Bro. Let my substitute teacher come in like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They fishing for compliments at that point, bro. They just want you to compliment them. So, and, like, that's all they want. Even if they gotta seek validation through 14-year-olds, bro. Like, dead ass. I'm glad to be a victim. Facts. No, for real. Like, I had some bad teachers. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Now, if I'm a victim to, like, an older teacher or some shit, a bit, like, saggy all over me and shit, come on, bro. I gotta report you, gang. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, it was cool. We had our moment. But I gotta report you, bro. I can't do it, bro. I can't go out like that, bro. I can't go out people thinking that I consented to this bullshit. Hell nah. I'm taking that consent right back.
Outfits and what they
Fuck no.
And from what I already showed y'all, that is like a majority of the outfits revealed. One of the teachers going viral for her outfits is known as Teacher Bay. If Bay and her
I seen her. I seen her. That's low-key what made me click this video, because I thought you were gonna talk about her.
One of the teachers going viral.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, my teacher walk in like this. Like, what are you wearing this for, bro? I understand it is the summertime still, so like, feel me? But, you know, why the fuck is there a random screw in here, bro? What the fuck would happen if I took the screw out? Like, what is this? Why is that right there?
Viral for her outfits is known as Teacher Bay. If Bay in her name wasn't already a red flag, then I don't know what is. And she posts videos of her outfits.
Bro, there's literally a flight meme for like every situation, bro. He's truly timeless, bro. I love Flight.
Outfits on TikTok and Instagram in school. If you were to take the picture she posts, videos of her outfits on TikTok.
Yeah, bro, this is just too much, bro. This is too much for a substitute teacher. I'm not mad at it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that's like, oh, they're, like, basically sending her death threats. But, like, I wouldn't say all that. But I'm just saying, though, like, come on, bro. Like, just look at what you're wearing and then think about where you about to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
talking
simple
Instagram
as that.
In school. If you were to take the picture she posts and Photoshop
old white lady with bubble.
you swear she was wearing club outfits and going out with her friends.
The old white ladies with bubble butt. Nah, for real, though. For real. And if any of them, I'm telling you, that's not, this is just at the club. Facts. And it's like, if you're wearing your club attire to go, you're a substitute, so I'm not expecting you to teach the kids anything. But it's like, if you're going to be around kids for an extended period of time with a short ass skirt, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, bro. And you filming TikToks and shit, like, so you know the kids are gonna see the TikToks, right? Especially like local area and shit. Like, they gonna see that shit. She probably got a kid recording this shit, honestly. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And she got her toes out, bro. You know some of these high school kids, niggas be beating their dick in the classroom, bro. She gonna walk by trying to make sure they all doing their work. Boom, she get nut on her toes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now she got to do a DNA swab to figure out who nut it is. And it's like, you could have avoided all of that shit just by covering up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
All of her outfits are either tight skirts or dresses with her wearing high heels. And you know this is somewhat intentional because teachers will tell you themselves just standing for that long gives them foot pain. Her constantly wearing high heels to her class is coming off to me as her trying to impress somebody in school. And I guarantee you, any woman out there can...
And they ain't going there to impress no teachers. I can tell you that. Them teachers ain't trying to impress each other, bruh. They coming for the students. Because I already know she probably got some students in the classroom gassing her up. Like, oh, yeah, teacher bae, you look good today. Oh, yeah, that's a good fit. Whatever. It be like that, bro. Again, if I went to my parent-teacher conference with my kid and my kid's teacher was dressed like that, I wouldn't, like, wish death on her bloodline or anything. I would just be like, you know what? Ma'am, you might need to start covering up. My son, he ain't gay. So he looking at you and he ain't even paying attention to his class. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta lock in. Oh, I was about to say something crazy. Oh my god, bro. Whoa.
And tell you that she is not comfortable wearing those all day. Unless she's just popping out those heels for photos and taking them off, I can't see any other reason.
Is that Taylor Swift? What the fuck just happened?
Trying to impress someone. If she did that, I think it's even weirder because why are you doing photo shoots at school? She also has photos where she poses on a school.
Bro, what? Why she looking like that? Bro, what? Nah, bro, I don't know. Maybe she just didn't really have, like, the best high school experience, so now she's going back to try to experience that again, you know? Because I don't know how old she is. Shit, if she's in her, like, early 20s, then, like, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I mean, at this point, like, it's not that bad. But the older she is, the more weird it is, though. I have no idea how old she is, though. I guess I can look that up. Let me see. I'm assuming that's public knowledge.
Even when
shit, my bad. I'm assuming that's public knowledge, right? Bro. Bro, come on, bro. How old is Teacher Bae? 1988? 36? She's 36? Alleged text exchange between a 28-year-old Mario... Wait, what? She's 20... Okay, wait, there's too many different ages on here, bro. There's not a 62-year-old... What the fuck? Okay, wait, no. Wait, could, like... Nobody got it, like, locked down, though? 41, high school teacher. What? Okay. Basically, general consensus is she is close to 30.
Was in high school, I never did a pose next to her on the school bus. Because of this, people have been calling her out, obviously accusing her of being a PDF file and asking why she even dressing like this for middle school / high school. You even got teachers on...
I wouldn't say all that. No, I wouldn't say all that. Like, I wouldn't say she trying to, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. I just think she's just seeking validation in the wrong places. It's something that she would have to deal with, bro. Like, that's all that is. I don't think she's trying to, yeah, let me take one of these football players out back and get a train ran on me or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all that. I don't think, you can't assume that just based off of outfit, you know? Like, that's kind of crazy.
On TikTok who do teacher content calling her out.
She fuck with her fresh 5'9", fine app. Okay.
Now, this is how you're supposed to dress as a teacher. Fully clothed. You can still be cute. You can be on your turn. You can be all of it. But you're appropriate. Everything's covered. Yes, I have my arms out because it's summer. Like, it's still very appropriate.
This got 3
Never mind.
0.8 million likes in 2 days, so yeah, it's not just like a small amount of people upset about it. And also, if you look at her outfit, she is not wearing cheap stuff. She got all types of designer bags and designer outfits. What people are rumoring because of this is that she's not only a teacher.
3.8 million is, yeah, that is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cause it's like, I can't even really argue against that. It's like, she is, you know, she's not saying nothing wrong. You couldn't see her feet, but I'm assuming she had shoes on type shit.
But also, I don't know if I'll get demonetized for saying this, but let's just say a GTA Gentleman's Club dancer. And I mean, if you look at the average teacher salary compared to what she'd be wearing.
This isn't like, okay, because assuming that the teacher is married and has someone else living in the house, this isn't that crazy. Even like entry, I'm looking specifically at entry. But if they are like having to have like them, a kid, you know what I mean, house and shit, like they gotta pay for it, then it's like, yeah, this is kind of crazy. Which is weird though, because it's like, why are they not getting paid? Like, it's a common knowledge thing that teachers don't get paid enough. So like, why are they not just like, bro, just up it, bro? Like, what the fuck is the problem with that?
I'm not sure if a Chanel bag is exactly in that budget. Maybe she's just buying all the designer stuff and living out her car. We also got pics of her vacationing in places like Turks and Caicos, which notoriously, as we know, is a very cheap place to vacation at. All we know for sure is her students.
Oh, that girl Peachy. Okay, I see. She probably just getting that money from, I don't know if she's getting paid from TikTok. Don't she get paid from Instagram too? Like, don't Instagram pay you for like likes and shit like that?
Aren't her OnlyFans.
Wait, what?
Sure, her students aren't her OnlyFans. We know is a very cheap place to vacation at. All we know for sure is her students aren't her OnlyFans.
Oh, it was a pun. God damn it.
In my mind, that was a good joke. The other side of people defending her are saying people are just weird for seeing her outfits like that, and that instead of getting mad at her saying,
how crushes and girls be jealous? Are you for real? Why are you judging the teacher on clothes and stuff I ain't done this shit? Come on, that's scary. Yeah, but it's like, that's not really nothing that you want to defend either, though.
Maybe boys should be taught to respect women no matter what they wear. The thing to me, though, is if it was in public, no one would really be saying anything. Women dress like this all the time in public, which, yeah, at that point, her choices should be respected. Unless she was at, like, a Chuck E. Cheese with a lingerie outfit on, no one would care. It's a complete other thing being in a professional setting with literal minors dressing in a way that's meant to be sexual. I guarantee you could go in public, and 99% of people, including women, are gonna say it's a more sexualized look. It's not like she's just wearing a skirt and dudes are trying to sneak their camera trying to take pictures of her under her skirt. Like, I don't think this person would be saying this if that was their daughter in a man's class and he's dressing in tight pants that got his bulge poking out with a muscle ripped shirt. She responds,
you're kind of right, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like, I don't see that I don't even know where you would go to find that at. You know what I mean? Like, where do you find like dudes that got their printout? I lost streamers? What do you mean you lost it?
responded recently to
Just type it into Google.
all the people calling her out on TikTok, and it was interesting to say the least.
First of all, let's start here. Who even told y'all I had a BBL? Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that? Not saying it's true or not true, but I want to know who told you that. Because I got a BBL, I can't have a career. What if I just wanted some buns? Also, let's stop the PDF narrative. My children don't do that. They are very respectful young 10, 11-year-olds. They don't even look at me.
Damn, 10 or 11. Did y'all have crushes on y'all teachers when y'all were 10 or 11? I ain't had no teacher crushes back then though. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really on that. I was like, really? I think it really started in like high school though. It was like high school whenever I really started like you know what I'm saying? Whenever I really started locking in with just crushes in general, really in high school. Oh no, crushes on unattainable people, I guess. Cause I was writing love letters in kindergarten. Oh no, first grade. I was writing love letters in first grade.
And quite frankly, I'm not that nice of a teacher. I'm very mean, strict, and firm.
Barely starting to know consequences. Facts.
Let's see.
Alright, so first
10 or 11, I was face deep in my fucking DS playing Pokemon Soul Silver, bro. Probably on my like 12th playthrough, bro. Dead ass.
Off, no one cares if she has a BBL or not in general. The problem is when you're dressing in a way where it's meant to emphasize those parts. And she's saying her students don't look at her like she would know. Every dude knows growing up in class, if you wanted to take a look at your crush, you weren't sitting there eyes wide open staring clearly at them for 5 minutes. You would take little peeks here and there to not get caught. And these are developing boys going through puberty. Of course they're gonna think some type of sexual thoughts even just looking at you, even if they're not recording. It is strange to me that the school admin hasn't said anything about her outfits. I know if there was a teacher dressing like this in my school, they would immediately check her outfit and tell her to change or she's getting fired. And I didn't even go to a good middle school or high school.
I think was it my middle school that looked like this? Yeah, this is like my middle school. My middle school looked just like this, low key. Had like the little horseshoe shit with the little, yeah. I don't know if this was broken or anything like that, but yeah, this pretty much looked like my middle school. All one floor and depressing. But nah, I don't think they would have got. I don't think my teacher would have got kicked out. I mean, if she was my teacher at my high school, she wouldn't have got. I don't think they would have told her nothing, bro. But it's like, unless somebody or a lot of people just had a problem with it, and she even said her kids don't have a problem with it, so it's like, who would be complaining? No one would even know unless she posted it online, you know?
The crazy thing is, if she does get fired now, she'll probably just make an OF and make 10 extra salary in a month. Teacher Bay isn't the only one,
True.
by the way. There's a ton of teachers.
Day 180 outfit of the day. And then, wait, what did she say? She said outfits of the week as a teacher.
Like her doing the same thing on TikTok. And before someone's like, well, Tommy, what about all the male teachers on TikTok? There is definitely some questionable ones with dudes too as well. Like this one where this guy's getting his hair braided by a bunch of his female students.
Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out.
So this science teacher live streamed his female students unbraiding his hair during school hours.
I don't know about y'all, but if my...
I wouldn't have live streamed it personally, because you have to see like how it looks from like the outside looking in. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't imagine that this is something that like the kids didn't tell their parents. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine that they were like withholding that information from their parents. They're probably like, oh yeah, we cut Mr. whatever so and so's hair, like, or not cut it. We helped take it out or whatever. And that's like, oh okay, yeah, whatever. I don't think it's that big. Like, I don't know. Of course, it looks like crazy online, but it's like, you know what I mean?
My daughter came back from school talking about she was helping him braid a grown-ass man's hair who's her teacher. All types of alarm bells are going off. I'm going to school and socking him in the face. Maybe some dudes out there don't care as much if they trust the teacher, but I don't know about y'all. That is not happening with my daughter. For the male teacher outfits, it's mostly them trying to look stylish and like the younger generation. Like, I swear, I'm not being biased, y'all. I tried scrolling all through TikTok to try and find the outfits of the male equivalent of Teacher Bay, and I could not find it. If y'all have some creator that you know that's trying to do it, let me know, because I swear I'm not being biased. I just don't.
I feel like it's kind of hard, bro, because like guys would have to like they would have to wear like some like real tight shirt. They just look like they just came from the gym that morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got the pump going on. They've been doing the little squeeze shit, so they forearm veins are out, and they got their dick just out rock fucking solid. I don't know why they would be rock solid out of school, but whatever. Got their shit out and like just dangling freely in their pants, and it's like they would have to do a lot in order to like reach that same, you know what I mean? And like, I just don't see videos like that, at least on TikTok.
See it. Even comparing the searches, this is the first things that popped up when I searched up male teacher outfit on TikTok, and this is what popped up when I
Yo, bro, what the fuck? Yo. Oh, and then look, she got on heels too. This happened last year. Nobody said nothing about her. Her whole shit out. I'm just saying, bro. People be picking and choosing what they want to get mad at.
First up female teacher outfit. This obviously isn't how a majority of female teachers dress, because they know.
Oh yeah, true. Yes, I have seen that before. The female teachers letting the girls braid their hair, I've seen that.
What's right and wrong for the workplace. For some of these women TikTok teachers though, you can tell they're definitely doing it for attention on social media. That's weird. I think the honest reason why it's less common to see dudes dressed like...
What was the point he was finna make? Like, why did he just run up to the podium like that? Like, where's that originally from?
Like how some of these women teachers are on TikTok. Is if we're being real, complete double standards. Even in society now, whenever some predator creep gets caught sleeping with one of his female students, you already know the reaction. The public is stoning him. He's getting like 10 news articles. Then he ends up getting beat up Pope every day in prison. You're gonna see him on a Jadeon video getting clowned on. His life is completely over and cooked.
Fact.
Which should be the reaction, by the way. This is what we need to do.
Has Jadeon caught a teacher yet? Oh, I guess school just started. I guess we'll probably see one by spring break.
Usually when it's a predator creep female teacher, they do get the same prison treatment and put on a list. But you always got people downplaying it, and of course those dudes like,
What? Man, I wish that was my teacher when I was 10. Why was he tripping?
like, no man, it should be treated the same way. Guaranteed.
I'm just saying, bro. There's some teachers that could have taken advantage of me, gang. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Are those hot dogs? Wait, what are these? At first I thought it was a churro. Now they gotta these gotta be hot dogs. With like waffle on the outside, right? This look like a waffle. Oh, nah, this good eats right here. Jit know what he eating. Jit know good eats, bro. Yeah, fuck the fair or wherever the hell you at, bro. Sit down and get you a damn hot dog, bro. Hey, this kid got his priorities straight, bro. He gonna have a good life.
A lot of these dudes would not be saying this if that was like their 10-year-old son with the 40-year-old. And they only say it when the woman is objectively attractive in some type of way. They're not saying it for the chopped ass teachers. And how many cases do you think where it's a actually objectively pretty girl? Men aren't safe from criticism either in this, and because of years of this attitude, you got people like Teacher Bay now popping up. I've also noticed in these past couple of years an uptick in actual female predator teacher cases. Every day you see a new one pop up in a brand new school. And it's never taken serious once again because dudes will constantly downplay it. Even if you think
that little ass laptop, what the fuck?
You wouldn't have cared if something like that happened to you. Which I guarantee it would change the way you look at sex and love differently. Do you know the amount of dudes who will permanently affect for the rest of their life and they're never the same? Or the amount of guys who end up taking their lives because of it? Like, not every teacher is Margot Robbie in a movie or something. There's also a bunch of these teachers who have been caught doing OnlyFans while teaching. It's so many cases, I could probably make a...
Okay. If you're making an OF while you're actively teaching, I would even say, even if you have one, but you only post like during the summer, whenever, you know, the kids aren't there or anything, that's still kind of bad though, you know? Because the kids gonna find your shit. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna find your shit. Once, like, sooner or later, they gonna find you. But I'm just saying, it's I'm not gonna lie. It's okay.
Video just covering them. One of them notoriously
Also,
was caught doing the act in her 8th grade classroom. You can't tell me she's not doing it to satisfy some weird dude's fetish.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna watch it.
Because in what world is that even a comfortable environment to do the deed? I can clarify it was with her husband and no students were around, but out of all places, your classroom?
I created content at the beginning of the summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state.
There's a lot of side hustles I could think of if you're a teacher and gotta make some extra income on the side. Uber, DoorDash. These teachers end up getting fired and have a surprise Pikachu face when it happens. And people will say that's unfair and they shouldn't for just doing another job. But that's what you sign up for when you do that line of work. All the OF stars and corn stars know this too. That's why they don't use their real names and have stage names. They also are at risk of getting doxxed and stuff. It's the risk that comes with the career. And there's so
well, I mean, like, if that's the case, then technically, TikTok, if you have a TikTok and that's your main job, you there's gonna be kids that watch your stuff. So it's like, should you have an OF in that point? In that case, like, I don't know. At that point, when is it ever okay to have one, you know?
certain jobs I probably can't get in the future, like a private government job or something, because I have too much of a public figure and public info out. And I'm not mad at it. Like, that's what I signed up for when I started doing this, and I love it, by the way. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
It's a good video. And I've seen grown teachers sleeping under was actually. I have seen that a lot more recently. Recently, as in like since I've been out of school, versus while I was in school, because I feel like that was extremely taboo when I was in school. The actual children are saying they want to get groomed is insane. Right, I go lie, some of them teachers do be bad though. I can't even cap. I can't even cap, bro, because you gotta think, bro, being like 14, 15, like, bro, niggas was just horny as shit all day. So it's like, shit, you know? If the teacher just so happened to slip a little, you know, then you just finna be like, fuck it. Literally. Damn, why wasn't it on my front page? Oh, I see it. Right after September 11th, coincidentally. Okay.